Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Boston Scott. On first down, Hurts. And he'll get this underneath to Scott. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Philly. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's Strong. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete to Sanders. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Scott. A gain of 4 last play. They double down here and get 8.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
A 55-yard attempt.
And the first play will be a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that?
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Brady now on first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Strong.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, Brady.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Fournette running out of the gun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Succop will put this one right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Throwing is Hurts.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is Butler making the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hey, check 24, check 24. 49, check 49, check 49. Undercrush. Panther Street, Panther Street.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. The kick by Elliott is good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Brady. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, that
gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
You better bring it. 19 Lions. Letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 7, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here's Scott to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. It's coming this way, here we go. Mike, 54.
Hurts. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Chris Watkins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Brady now on first down.
And that'll be taken in by Strong.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Brady's going to sneak it, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 45, 45, 45, Mike. 19 tight, 19 tight. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, Hurts. That's into the hands of Pascal. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 44-yard line.
Don't get nervous. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 45.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check. Check. Check three. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. On the ball. Pick the edge. Come. Check 43. Under 10. Hey, watch the edge.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Brady to throw again.
They'll get this into the hands of Strong.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. To throw, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.